It's been quite some time since my last video. Very excited to be back in business again. Today I'm just gonna make it really short to introduce you all the lights I have used. Okay, hold on. I have these many lights, but there's some other stuff in it too. But most of them are just lights, various different brands, price range, everything. I think I'm gonna start with the small ones first. I'm doing this just because I want to help you guys to decide what kind of lights would be best for you. And also you guys don't have to waste a bunch of money buying some expensive stuff that you don't actually need. First one is a Fluval, the smallest one I think. This is the first expensive light I got for my 10-gallon aquarium. It's very expensive. I think it was over $100. Does it work? Yes, it works very well and you can control it with your phone. And I had various plants in that tank and they all grow really well. But will I ever buy this again for my big tank? Most of my tanks nowadays just super big, like 55, 65. So I probably will not. Basically that means that light is a no for me. This is a clip-on light. Also, either from Fluval or Haiger, I don't know, maybe from Haiger now. I remember it's a clip-on light. It has this clamp right here, so it's meant for those rimless tanks, and it's very bright. It also worked very well. I use it to grow algae for my Hillstream loach in a rimless tank, and it worked very well. It's also not expensive, but again, it's meant for like rimless tanks. So if you have a rim, this clamp is just not wide enough so that you can clip on your rim, on the tank. So for rimless and budget option, this one works. Another fan's favorite, this one is an aquarium. It's also a clip-on light. And again, all the clip-on lights, I think they're meant for rimless tanks. So if you do have rimless tanks, this one, in my opinion, it works. It's not too bright. It can help your plants grow, but it's a little too expensive. I remember this one is like over $50 or $60. I like the design, I like the touch on, but it doesn't have a timer or anything. So not ideally for me. Maybe for a small tank, you like the design and you don't mind spending a little bit more money. This is okay. This is Fluval. I think on the water light, it's like a beam light. It can create that deep and mysterious on the water world feeling for you. I think I do have a short video showing this, maybe a shorts. You guys can check that out. This one is a little too expensive, and if you just want to have fun, I'm pretty sure there's tons of better options on Amazon and way cheaper. It doesn't help anything. It's just, make it look mysterious. That's it. Another clip-on light. I'm not sure from Fluval or Haiger. And this one also worked. I didn't use it for very long, so I used it for a shrimp tank. Again, it's a clip-on, so if you have a rim, this may not work. This one does have a timer, which is something I like. And I don't think this one is expensive because I got it off Amazon. Compared to this one right here, which doesn't have a timer. So if you want to go for like small tank, and budget option, I would go with this one right here, which has the timer, and I think it works pretty much equivalent as this one right here. This one is probably slightly a bit more expensive, but still great option. Now I'm gonna tell you the ones that I love and I'm currently using. The first one is this. This is a blood light I got off Amazon. It's LED and it's also IP66, like water. I've used this one on various tanks and I'm still using them on one of my tanks. I really love this one is because first of all, they're really cheap. I think for two of them, it's just like $30 or $40. And you can control them on your phone. You can change all the color setting, different color and brightness on your phone. And also you can set a timer on them. Beams out the light instead of like a light strip, like a long one. So if you have like a deeper tank, use this kind of light can also create that, that mysterious underwater kind of feeling. And I've used this on my planted tanks as well. They really worked. They make the red plants, they keep the red plants red and they make green plants grow. I think for most beginners, this is definitely more than enough. And then there's the long light strip kind of light, LED from Fluval, and the other one, what's the other one's name? Yes, the other one is called Night Crew. So Night Crew is the first light I got off Amazon for my bigger tanks from a 55. I'm talking about 3 foot, 4 foot tank. That one I do like. I'm still using them on my Tanganyika tank. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And also after that I got a Higer, and I'm also using that one on my tanks. And they both have their advantages and disadvantages. For Night Crew, it's more customizable. You can set up exactly what time at what minutes you want to turn on the light. You can also change like by how many percentage you want the brightness to be. Maybe it's the design, I'm not entirely sure, but it's less hot when you use it for a longer period of time compared to Higer, which is all flat, like kind of like a metal shell on the surface. So when you use it for a longer period of time, so for Higer, sometimes it can get really hot, like kind of like burning hot. It can only allow you to choose like 6 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours timer. And also other than that, the main difference between these two brands is that I personally feel Night Crew, their light is kind of like yellowish, like greenish, while Higer, it's way brighter and it gives you more like, I don't know, a little bit more red. So, the Night Crew one, all these rainbow they will only show their yellow color. But on the other hand, if you have a tank just filled with some green plants, like just valves, etc., if you use Night Crew, it's going to make your tank look more green. A bright light demanding plants, highlight demanding plants. I think Higer is a better option. I think I read it somewhere online. People did an experiment with the what's that thing called? The par meter stuff to test the brightness, and they found that Higer one is much brighter. And also, even though Higer is slightly more expensive, maybe $5 more, if you ask me what kind of light I'm gonna get for my next tank, because I mainly go with bigger tanks, I would probably go with Higer from now on. I would not get any more Night Crew ones. Not because they're not good, it just depends on your needs. So to summarize, if you want those clip-on lights, you can go with Night Crew or Higer or Fluval. Just go with the cheapest one. And also I think timer is really important. You should get one with a timer. And as for bigger tanks, if you want to grow plants or grow algae, I highly recommend either the LED floodlights or Higer. But if you have, for example, a bigger tank with lots of green plants or only green plants like Val, you can go with Night Crew. But if you want something easier to operate, go with Higer or the LED floodlights. Basically, my top two options will be the LED floodlights or the Higer. And by the way, I've had all these lights for like at least 4 years, and they are all lasting. None of them has broken yet. Anyway, wish you guys all good luck on fish keeping. And if you find this video helpful, click like or don't. Have a good day.